G'day, everybody. Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some would say the world. As always, I have got James, Brandon, and Dan with me, and we are here to talk all things sports, so sit back and enjoy. Right, gentlemen. Geez, busy weekend, wasn't it? James, mate, how was your weekend?
Yeah, I had a work Christmas party. So plenty of drinks drank. I found my talent. I'll get into that a bit later on. But after that, it was you know how it is, recovery mode for the rest of the weekend, and try to be good for work on Monday.
Usually the case, isn't it? How about you, Brandon?
Yeah, mate. We had the live stream on the Sunday, so that was a big event for us. Looking forward to doing more of them. And also, you know, the intro has a lot more meaning this week with the fastest growing podcast. Again, we'll get into that soon, but like, wow.
All right, how about you, Dan?
Yeah, I had a pretty quiet weekend, you know, just came over here on Sunday for the live stream, and that was pretty much it, eh?
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything else.
Very nice.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. We'll dive straight into the accountability segment, guys, because once again, it's dire reading.
So we keep talking about our favourite parts of the podcast every week. This is my least favourite by far.
until we get half decent at punting, then
Until those no longer say losses.
well, I mean, I had that week where I was 5 in a row, but I mean, I think that was about
It's been
the
a long
start of spring
time.
carnival, dude. So,
As Jared Hayden would say, it's been a long time.
I'm going to throw up an excuse. I couldn't find anything I liked last week and just found a 2-year-old favourite. Of course, come the day of the race, it went from $2 out to $3, and the thing $3 into $2 won. So, look, I had a shocker. I can't even remember the name of the horse. It was quite upsetting.
It was Dancing Storm.
Oh, God, that's it. Dancing
At
Storm
Morpeth
for
Hill.
Jake Toroke and Richard
Right there,
Jolly. Oh, goodness me, yeah. Look, quite upsetting, but I suppose it is what it is. But this week, I've done my form properly, and I've got to win. Brandon, goodness me,
Yeah,
mate.
mate.
Could we get any more unlucky here with the big boy?
Tough. It's tough to see the slow decline of one of the greatest horses in Australian racehorsing history. Some would say maybe Cody would be the one person specifically, but no, it almost won, but it was just right at the end. By inches we're talking, and J-Mac tried to get it there, but as we said, old age, 9 years old.
Yeah, mate.
Got to be one of its last races, I would say.
You can't beat Father Time.
Yeah.
I had a true shock to myself listening to the podcast on Monday because I was busy on Friday, didn't watch it over the weekend. And hearing us say, Zaki, Shorefig, way too good for the field, knowing what I do.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Rough.
What about you, Dan? How was your decision?
I didn't even watch it, and it fucking probably shat the bed.
Yeah, mate.
It's probably still running.
Detonator Jack, mate. He had his grand final 2 weeks ago in the Gong Run, mate. But very, very upsetting. And then we
Stay
also
patient.
had. Hey?
Stay patient, Dan decision fans.
Have you hit one?
He had 2 in a row.
Yeah, remember I had those 2 in a row.
When he hit
The
the
grand final
Penrith
and then
to win the grand
Bathurst
final.
1000.
Yeah. Yeah.
back-to-backing favourites.
Jim's Jam went the young fellas, the 2-year-olds, Deep Joy.
Yeah, look, I didn't actually watch the race, didn't finish top 4, so I didn't even bother checking it to see how it ran. It's probably still running.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then, of course, guys, our horse racing multi took an apologies. We will endeavour to do better, and we will do our form guides this week.
I heard 2024 is our season. Right off these next
I've heard
couple of
that
weeks.
too, which is fantastic. But okay, let's get that somber bullshit out of the way. This is the important stuff. This is the important stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I think we're kind of a big deal.
Getting stopped in the street.
Yep.
Only because I'm not wearing
recognised.
pants, but
Yeah, stopped by the police, not different people on the street. But guys, we've had a video reach over 66,000 views, 67,000 views actually,
Yeah.
from what I remember. I need opinions. I need thoughts, guys. Spitball some shit at me. How do we feel?
Over the moon, you know. I feel my head's just getting bigger and bigger each day. I don't know
didn't
if
think that
it's
was possible.
my editing or if it's Lucas's great hosting ability, but you know, the fans loved it. The fans did love it, and you know, we still have Dan's opinion on what beer is it? Your beer now, or is it not your beer now? Who knows? But everyone loved it. It seemed like we had people from America, Europe,
Yep.
you know, and it's kind of changed my life. You know, I've been trying to buy stuff with TikTok views now, but it seems like no one's taking it.
Apparently, having a blue tick doesn't mean you're better than anyone else, which is super weird.
And apparently waiting for our blue tick doesn't help us either.
But yeah, guys. So we've had more views. 67,000 people have viewed that video. So Combank Stadium holds 30,000 people.
That's bigger than Suncorp, isn't it? Suncorp's 50.
Yeah,
Suncorp's 50.
Yeah.
So that is Suncorp and then Campbelltown Stadium all rolled into one. Watching me get, you know, rinsed by some bloke in the comments because he thinks I've got a speech impediment.
Widdery.
Play, mate. That was pretty funny.
Widder Willy.
I'm Winnowy and Gwog. But Dan, come on, mate, give me something.
Mate, I feel like that. Like I could just walk out my front door and there'll be 30 paparazzi just trying to take photos of me. I feel that famous, even though
Red carpet.
even though I wasn't in the video.
That's crazy. And 66,000 people have seen my mug and heard mine and James's laughs back to back. That's stuff of dreams.
I think that's where the majority of the views came from. All the, you know, mates' were going, look at these cunts laughing.
Look, I did have the gun show out last one as well, so I think that could, you know, that's what I've got about
look
again.
at him. That's he's doubled up on the gun show. On the tan line show.
Absolute bomb.
This bloke just won't wear a shirt for the rest of the podcast.
Well, look, I'll take it off if I have to.
Now, guys, serious question. Has the fame changed you, James?
Yeah, quitting my job. Don't know exactly how I'll be living in the next meantime. I haven't heard too much good stories about how much TikTok views give money, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Sponsorships, we've got the fake ad reads.
Yep.
So it's only a matter of time, really.
Dude, you know what I've seen? I've seen these chicks put in their TikTok OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And look, these chicks, they've got not a fucking brain cell in them, right? But they post photos of themselves naked online.
We could try selling our feet.
Mate, we don't even need to do that, dude. This guy's famous, mate. He's got 66,000 views.
We're
on
all
his
famous.
video.
Look, if Nick Kyrgios can get sponsored by OnlyFans, surely I can have an OnlyFans page, get some traction.
Yeah.
Surely there's a thing for mullet porn or something like that. I don't know.
You got to be right.
Got to be.
If there is, I'm growing a mullet.
Yeah.
Brandon, mate, has the fame changed you?
Well, yeah, I mean, as I did say, look, I've been trying to buy stuff with our TikTok views. Not really going too well for me, but yeah, you know, just being that famous it's a bit tough. I've been signing autographs left, right, and center, but other than that, you know, same old me, same person. Yeah.
How about you, Dan?
Yeah, look, it has changed me. I've actually had to pay for some security guards at my house.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
wow.
There's just been that much paparazzi. I couldn't get to my car to come here today.
Yeah, that's why you were late.
Like, honestly.
jeez.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, I've actually gone from being called Lucas to I don't respond to you unless you call me Mr. Lucas now.
Hey, Lucas.
So,
it actually
yeah,
works.
look, it's actually a, you know, piss take aside, it's actually a massive achievement. It's pretty bloody awesome, and we thank the fans, all the followers, subscribers, watchers, listeners, viewers, all that sort of jazz. We thank you all for your support.
Yeah, we're just chatting a lot of shit just then, but yeah, to our friends and family who also run the numbers up, thanks guys, and, and our fans, yeah.
Yeah, been hitting a couple of milers to owns with the YouTube and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's been good.
Good
And
stuff.
during the live stream, because of that video, we also hit 100 followers on TikTok.
Hey,
you go.
yeah, good.
Which is great
It's
stuff.
not much, but
um,
it's something.
It's something. That's right, mate. On the way. So James, mate, you've got a fantastic story for all of us. We're eager to hear, mate.
So yeah, Friday work Christmas party. We start off the day. We head out to some axe throwing, and I think I found my talent. So I've got this board up there and how it's scored. So and they call the top green ones, they're the clutch, right? So you play 5 rounds. You can only aim for the clutch on the 5th round. So it's like, all right, to win, need 7 points
Yep,
sort of
yep.
stuff. Most of the time, though, we were just gentlemen's agreeing because we're all there for fun, try and hit the 7.
Yep.
So I play my first 2 games. They're a bit scratchy, but I get 2 wins. My third game, I go bullseye. 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 I hit a 3. I should mention before this, we were told 25 or 27 is counted as a perfect game, and you will get an axe to bring home.
Oh,
So I'm currently on 18. I'm always going clutch. Bang! Hit the first clutch out of anyone for the day.
yep.
So already great start. I've already figured out the game of axe throwing, haven't I?
Right.
Hit a clutch. Play the next game. I'm winning this one. What do? I hit another one. Hit my second clutch. Nobody else in the whole place is hitting a clutch.
Right.
The guy's telling us this is actually ridiculous. Nobody hits this fucking shot. My next game, I'm actually down by 6 with 1 shot to go.
Nah.
Oh, sorry. No, there was 1 game in between. And then the game after that, I'm down by 6 with 1 shot to go. We gentlemen agree. We go up top. I hit another clutch shot. I win that game. So at this stage, I'm undefeated. I'm flying, hitting these clutch shots for fun. At that point, I think we even worked out my clutch shot percentage, like aiming for clutch shots, was a much higher rate than my bullseye percentage because anytime I didn't hit a bullseye, yeah. So I'm pretty ridiculous at this.
Yep.
We go on. I make the final. So it was a round robin, make the final. I win that. But then...
Are you talking shit?
No, all legit.
No. Like, are you talking shit to the other people you're playing against?
Oh, yeah. I'm saying get me a shirt that has Mr. Clutch on it because I'm here, baby.
Yep.
So after beating all of my workmates, that's nice, already the axe throwing god, the pro that had been scoring for us and running us through the day. Down by 6 with 1 to go. So I start off the round. I threw a 3 and a 1, and I'm going, oh, fuck. 5, 3 bullseyes.
Yep.
I'm back in, down by 6. We both got up. He scored a currently perfect 20.
Yep.
Like 4 shots, 4 bullseyes. Bang. He misses.
Yep.
Bang! I hit. Everyone goes off. He has to buy me a beer. You can just see the disbelief in his face. He's just been rolled by a guy playing his first ever game of axe throwing.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That's fucking
The
awesome.
clutch.
Yeah, Mr. Clutch.
New nickname, Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, that was the start of my work Christmas party. Then it was a nice pub crawl.
Yep. That's fucking awesome. Now, my question to you.
Yep.
Dan, actually, what are you going to ask him?
I was going to ask, where's his axe?
Yeah, fucking oath, dude.
I'm glad you asked because we're thinking maybe like a small little axe or something that would say something. Maybe like yay big. We were joking around at the start, going, "How am I going to bring an axe in that's like that into the pubs that we're about to go to all through Sydney?" But then he comes out. He came out with this really beautiful axe, and we're like, "Doubt we're getting that."
It's a fucking game.
So I get this, but if you read it, it actually says perfect game on it.
Perfect game.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You should have that bloke's job.
Yeah.
You should have taken his wage for the day.
But the way it happened, it was
Plus he's
almost
super.
like I did it on purpose. Like, I'm just happened to be 6 points behind.
That's
Oh, God.
that's mightily impressive, James.
So I ended up with 4 clutches out of 8 games.
Where's this at? Is it?
This one was in Marrickville, and there's
Okay.
a couple around there and stuff. I think
I
there's
know
one
there's
in
one in
Penrith.
Wollongong as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds quite fun. I might give it a go. I just don't want to play you for anything on the line though. So
And you can't drink there.
Yeah, you
apparently.
can't. Oh, you can drink there. You can't drink while you're playing. At least at this one.
yeah,
I think it was a
okay.
council thing or something.
yeah, fair.
And it's axes, so it's probably
Yeah,
pretty
might
fucking
get a bit
dangerous.
dangerous.
Oh, not with my throwing. I'm
Yeah, actually,
saying.
if James was there, I'd do this. I'd do this one. You know, put the old hand out, hit just above here. Yeah. Well,
Put your hand around the 7 and just open up your fingers.
well, yeah, fucking hell. I'd love to do extra.
Just
Maybe
not good.
sometime in the new year.
Yeah, everyone's probably calling you an axe shark. Axe shark.
Well, yeah. After I hit a perfect game, the definite call was, "Are you sure you haven't played?" And then we'd start making the joke of, "Yeah, check the work tracker. I'm here every lunch."
All right. Well, look, it seems like Dan's got another one for us too. Dan's got he's got a story.
Look, it's not as good as James's story. It's no like Mr. Clutch moment or anything.
Hmm.
But my story is, I think I'm immune to the big vid,
Go on.
the COVID-19.
Ooh.
Explain.
So, I think middle of last year, both my parents had COVID. I lived with them, was in the same house with them 2 weeks. Didn't get COVID whatsoever. Up until that point, I'd not got COVID whatsoever at all. So the last week, my mum's had COVID. I've tested negative twice. So I've come to the conclusion that I am immune to COVID.
What's your secret?
I reckon you're that healthy that COVID can't do anything to you.
Yeah, I am that
Yeah,
healthy.
Yeah.
I hope someone.
Childhood asthma is that healthy.
I hope someone cuts this clip up for when Dan has COVID, and we're like, Dan can't come in this week.
And then you have the curb your enthusiasm music at the back.
Cut this up.
but-
Cut this up.
I reckon I'm immune to COVID.
Or the like Always Sunny episode. The gang gets COVID.
It's a bit weird like that, isn't it, Dan? Like, as you're saying, your parents had it last year, your mum's had it now, and you haven't got to be in the same household,
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Did you end up getting it, James?
Probably.
That's because he came up negative, but like was so sick, and then
you
I
got
ended
it.
up getting
So
positive.
I think I
like,
just had a couple of negative results, and
Maybe you guys were swapping saliva again, swapping tests again.
we don't talk about that.
God. Yeah, well,
yeah.
we'll move on. We've got some signings here, guys. We've got some extremely large contracts being signed in the world of professional sport.
I thought you were talking about us with TikTok and
Not yet.
All our
That's
viewers.
soon to come. But guys, firstly, John Rahm, the world's #1 golfer, has signed for Live Golf from the PGA for somewhere in the region between $300 to $600 million US. That's I don't know what to say other than that's an absurd amount of money.
yeah, it's also an absurd gap that's been reported, like
Yeah.
300 to 600 million.
I think I saw it at 450.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So that's the thing. It's probably that. It's probably somewhere around the middle.
yeah. Either way, if he's not giving me any, he can get fucked. But he's such a fantastic golfer. But yeah, now off to Live Golf. A couple of tournaments a year now. That's it.
We'll have to see him in Adelaide when Live Golf comes
When
around.
does
eh?
Live Golf go to Adelaide?
It's start of
Next
the year
year,
sometime.
It's early, isn't it? February, March,
Yeah.
something like that. Next, who knows, guys? Next up could be Min Woo Lee.
Yeah.
Could be Woozy.
Hey, Woozy.
I'd pray for
Our
that.
man. Our man Woozy. I
They're
love
gonna let him cook.
the live stream we had, and on Sunday we actually had a question about who John Rahm was for Matty C. Stunned as a mallet, did not know.
Yep.
Then we had Dan got the same question, and also said a very good golfer.
Still don't know who the fuck he
He's
is.
the Spanish world #1 golfer. He's an absolute weapon.
But
He's got a monster drive on him.
that good that he's worth 450.
Also came out start when Liverpool was first starting to sign people,
Yep.
and bagged the shit out of it and said, "I'll never sign for no." And you couldn't put a check big enough in front of me, and here we are.
Next thing you know, they put a check big enough in front of him to go, fuck.
That's big when you see Cam Smith still being able to play every PGA
Yeah, event.
event, or at least the majors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy,
So,
isn't it?
What you're saying is Live Golf to sign us soon, because we're pretty good golfers as
Yeah.
well, obviously, and whatever money they want to throw at us, I won't take it. Wink.
Yeah. Well,
Wink, wink.
I mean that's a big contract, but I'm sure you'll all have seen, guys. Shohei Ohtani has signed the biggest contract ever in the history of professional sport,
And possibly the weirdest.
possibly the weirdest. Yes, so he's moved on from the Angels to the LA Dodgers, $700 million for 10 years. But there is word that he will only be paid $20 million the first 10 years, and the rest is to be paid later.
Yeah, 600. So after he
his
finishes
career.
this thing, he'll then get 68 million a year for another 10 years.
Yeah, it's he is probably the most unique player in baseball, being that he's a ridiculous pitcher, a ridiculous hitter as well. All this money really just makes me think, if cricket was big in the US, imagine what an all-rounder like Andrew Simons would have been paid.
Yeah.
Well, we get glimpses of it with the IPL being a small part of a year, but still generating millions, and the players getting paid millions for it. But yeah,
ridiculous money, isn't it? And I tell you what, mate, I've tried to watch baseball. I really have.
Look, I obviously don't watch baseball either, right? I'm sort of surprised that this is one of the first super elite Japanese players, because I'm pretty sure it's their national sport.
No, it is their national sport, and they're all good. This bloke's just
that
like
good.
he's top class at both pitching and hitting.
Yeah,
and it's just such a rarity. But
I didn't think there was even that much money in baseball.
Man,
dude, there was a player about.
There's no salary caps either.
Yeah, there was a player called Mike Trout a few years ago signed this monster contract as well. You know what? I'm going to find out. Hang tight, gentlemen. He signed a 12-year, $427 million contract with the LA Angels.
Fucking hell.
Yep. And that was in 2019. So, it's ridiculous money. And
that's why they couldn't afford Shohei.
Yeah, exactly. Someone try to afford Shohei. I dare you. You can't.
Man City could sign him.
I suppose. Erling Haaland earns that.
Yeah, just send Erling Haaland somewhere and you'll just be able to sign him.
But it's crazy that like, for the next 10 years he'll only be earning $2 million a year. That is not a lot of money for an athlete of his caliber. Like,
that's true.
Like Cleary's on close to 1.5 playing a little game like rugby league. Like, but I guess they don't want to pay him, say, for 3 years, paying $68 million, and he goes, you know what? I think I'm done.
Yeah, hell no, exactly.
I've just made $200 million.
They need to keep it incentivized somehow. Yeah, but what?
Yeah,
money's taken over in the world of professional sport, as always.
Good to be good. Good to be good.
James.
Yes.
We've mate. I know everyone's been watching and listening and waiting for this. You have got another ad read for us.
Yes. So I like to try and spread them around, but due to recent events, this one is going back to you, Lucas.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck.
I can see where this is going.
All right.
There you go, the script.
Must have been written recently.
Yeah, this was written this afternoon at about 5 o'clock before my shower.
All right. Today's podcast is brought to you by Benji's Cleaning Services. So you've missed spring, but don't think you've missed out? Call Benji for a complete summer clean out. We will get rid of all the useless things around your club. We'll throw your old top hat and trench coat out that you've had for too long, or even clean out your whole boardroom. All of the rubbish Pasco, sorry, slip of the tongue there, must go. So clean out your house, office, or club with Benji's Cleaning Services.
That's fucking gold.
I can't believe you stumbled on your words there, Lucas.
Why'd you mention
Pasco?
Why'd you mention Pasco, Lucas?
I'm sorry, mate. It was leading me that way.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it was proper leading me that way.
Good stuff. Well read.
Once again, that's fantastic, mate. Well done. Well done.
He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss. It's great.
I'm putting so much pressure on myself.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, I assume we'll get into that a bit later. But James, do you have any cricket chat for us this week, mate?
Yes.
All ears, mate.
Bit of cricket chat, not as eventful as last week. That stuff sort of simmered down between Warner and Mitchell. It turns out Mitchell's sacking from the Triple M commentary was overly exaggerated. I'm pretty sure he's still there for this first test.
Okay.
Since then, we've had the Big Bash start, and we got 2 games. And then the next game got cancelled due to rain. And the the next game. Oh, sorry. Also, the Prime Minister's 11. A cover had a hole in it or something like that.
Yes.
Then one game of the Big Bash was rain. I'm pretty sure, and another game, the pitch was wet. Oh, I might be getting this mixed up because there's so many different wet pitches.
So much fuckery.
I think the hole was in the Big Bash. Anyway, the ball was coming off the deck and going everywhere, and the game was deemed unfit to play.
Yeah.
Quinton de Kock takes a ball at keeper. The ball's fucking jagged off the seam, cut back at the batsman, just sort of missed him in the head. Quinton de Kock takes it one hand, puts it down, and then just puts his hand in his head like, this is ridiculous.
I seen another one that went the other way, like it went away from the batsman, and he had to fucking dive to catch it.
Yeah, like they made the right call, but it's funny, we've bagged out India a lot for their shit pitches, intentional or not, probably intentional, but we've accidentally put out a couple of fucking shit ones.
Yeah, I suppose it's not too funny when it's happening to us, is it?
Yeah, but at least ours aren't intentional, although we might be doing a bit of an India. Have you guys seen the pitch for the first test?
I've not. No, if anything happens in Adelaide, I usually ignore.
Yeah, it's
Live golf.
looking pretty bouncy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Green?
like it's not so green. Maybe he now let. I haven't seen it for today,
Yeah.
but he was. A quote was, "I'm seeing how far I can push it."
Who said that? The greenskeeper.
Yeah.
Good God.
I don't think it was the guys from Brandon's mates, the Cronulla Sports Ground Management.
Yeah.
So expect a bit of a hard and fast one. So other than that, first test starts tomorrow.
Let's go.
So yesterday, for everyone listening to this, team, you would imagine pretty much the team that finished at England.
Yep.
Well, Mitch Marsh keeps his job. The Great Australian Bat-Off that happened in the Prime Minister's 11, Renshaw came out on top of that.
Yeah, I thought he would have.
The other three scored 50, so it's not like they did shit,
Yeah.
but he scored 138. So obvious winner there. Summer of cricket about to start. We should win 5-0. Do you want to do some predictions? I'll go.
Isn't both series 3 tests?
No, it's the West Indies is 2 tests.
Oh, okay, that's stupid.
Yeah, they're just sort of out here to get beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I'm jumping all over the place. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, mate. What's your
Before we get
prediction?
into our Australian summer, this quick segment that we all love. Everyone laugh at England. Guess who lost their first one-day series to the West Indies in almost ever since the last time they were good?
Let me guess.
Let me guess. What was your guess, Lucas?
I'm going to say the Poms, mate.
Yes, the Poms. They
Stop me.
they continued their World Cup form against a team that didn't make the World Cup and lost 2-1. All right, so back to the Australian summer. We're starting. So I reckon 5-0, obviously Australia.
Yep.
I think I'm going to take Starkey as our top wicket taker, and we'll go through we'll just go the first 3 tests. We'll go each series. And then I'm actually going to go David Warner to be top run scorer because the Pakistan bowling attack shouldn't get him out, and he's just going to score about 600 runs before he retires at Sydney. So, Lucas?
Okay, I agree with you. I'm saying 5-0. I don't think Pakistan have a whole lot for us.
3-0. We'll do the 2 later.
3-0. Okay, so I'm going to say the 3-0 there. I feel like once again, Mitch Stark.
Yep.
Mitch Stark will take the most amount of wickets there, and I don't think he can go past Marnus, mate.
Yeah.
I think once he gets in, he won't stay in, but
he definitely could.
He could, and I love just his style of batting and his style of play, mate. So I think Marnus is the top run scorer.
Brandon?
Yes, I'm thinking 3-0 as well, which is crazy, guys. I'm thinking Dreamy Blue Eyes will get the top wickets.
Yep.
And Pat Cummins. And then I'm with Lucas on Marnus. I think Labuschagne will ton up a couple times, so
Yep.
I'm liking him.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be 3-0. Mitchell Stark will take most wickets, but Pat will be a close second.
Ooh, close.
And I'm going Travis Head for the most runs.
He Hizzle.
So my only worry about that is I don't know if he gets a bat. We got to lose a few wickets for
You're
him
gonna
to
lose, what,
even get in.
5 wickets for him to get in?
I'm going to go back on that statement and say minus Labuschagne.
Labu Skakny.
Labuschagne.
There you go.
I think largely hard done by a great Australian record.
Yeah.
The in-form opener. We could just see matches where both him and Warner don't get out and they just
Yeah.
have a fucking net.
I mean, I'd love that. If they're seeing it like beach balls, I'd love that.
But yeah, so off to a great summer of cricket. Everyone, I'm sure, will be so enthralled. Yeah, that's cricket wrap.
I can't wait for Pakistan.
I can't wait for some minus Labuschagne shit talk.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of cricket chat there, and it's going to pick up over the next few weeks, as we're all now well aware of. All right, guys. Now for this week's Guess the Famous Athlete, I will be running it. I have got my athlete chosen. Very exciting. I'm sure the boys will get this. I sure bloody hope. So we're going to give them 90 seconds.
All of us are going.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon all, or do you
All
just
at
want
once.
one?
Yeah.
You'll
Dan's-
need it.
Dan's
Yeah,
going to
go
be
on.
editing furiously.
Dan's going to be sitting there furiously in silence once you find out which sport it is. So, gentlemen, start your engines. Go.
NBA.
No.
Cricket,
No.
NRL,
No.
Hockey.
No. No.
Baseball.
No.
Race car.
No.
UFC.
Yes.
Ooh. Light heavyweight.
No.
Johnny
Middleweight.
Hendricks.
No.
Heavyweight.
No middleweight. No heavyweight.
Featherweight.
No.
Jose
Dan-
Aldo.
Bantamweight.
No.
What's the little
Super fat cunt weight.
welterweight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Current
I'm finished.
fighter?
Current fighter.
Okay. Champion?
No.
Ex-champion?
No.
Current-
Ex-UFC champion?
Yeah.
No.
Currently ranked?
Currently ranked.
Okay. In the welterweight. So he's an ex-other company champion.
He very well could be, yes.
Okay.
Don't even know my weight division. So until
20
you
seconds.
start saying some
20
names, I'm
seconds.
fucked.
Welterweight has Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington.
No. 15 seconds.
Top 5?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Not even sure if he's in that.
Pretty sure
TJ
he's
Dillashaw?
5th or 6th.
5 or 6. Oh, God.
Dillashaw.
6. 5.
I have
Four.
no other questions.
Fights this weekend. 3.
Oh crap! What was his name?
Guys, that's time. This is final guess.
Okay, well, you guys can have your final guess. I'm trying to think.
I haven't even really. I know this card's great, and I will watch it. It shows how much I actually deep dive into the sport. Between cricket and rugby league, I'm fucked. So I've got no clue.
Dan, just say Brock Lesnar or something, mate. Get the misery out of the way.
I don't fucking know. I don't know any welterweight fighters.
Brandon?
So he could be.
You love him. I'll
He's
tell
on
you
the
right now. I'll give you a
outskirts.
little hint. You love him, and he's exciting.
Love him
Oh.
and he's excited.
I don't know what fucking weight division-
He's not American.
Does it start with P?
No.
God damn it. I don't even think he's welterweight anyway.
I thought this fight this week. Well, this week is the title fight, is it not?
It is, but it's
There's
not.
Is it
three or
an
four good
undercard?
fights, yeah.
Oh no, I haven't even looked at it. I'm just trying to. Let's just go through the tops. You got Leon. You got Usman. Is it Gilbert Burns?
It's not Gilbert Burns.
Oh, damn.
It is not Gilbert Burns. The
Is it?
answer is Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Oh, I didn't know he was
Oh,
that
yeah.
high up, man.
Yeah, he's fighting Wonderboy this weekend.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna kill Wonderboy.
He's gonna send
I don't
him
want
to
that.
retirement.
I had heard that and thought
Oh.
poor Wonderboy's getting fed to the wolves.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't pay enough attention to
Yeah.
retain his name.
Well, dude, so Wonderboy won his last fight. Dana White then asked him to fight for the title or fight someone, and Wonderboy said no. And then, like, 2 weeks later, after Dana was really annoyed, he announced him versus Shavkat. So it's a proper fucking grubby move by Dana.
Yeah, poor bloke. But yeah, Shavkat. Wow, what happened? If there was a time where it could have been him versus Hamza, and that would have been a fight
been
of all
good.
fights.
Yeah.
But he's
Maybe one day, mate.
Yeah, well, we don't know. He's definitely the future of that division, you'd think.
Look, let's stay on the UFC side of things here. Now, the fight night was on the weekend, on Sunday. I know you blokes might not have watched a whole heap other than the main event that we watched here. But I just thought we'd bring up 2 fights in particular. The light heavyweight co-main event between Khalil Roundtree Jr. and Anthony Smith. That's the first one. Whenever Khalil Roundtree fights, you need to watch it because he is he's violence personified. He is a fucking weapon of a fighter. Throws just the cleanest kicks, just pure power, but also super respectful. Like, I'm sure you guys saw that knockout, and he was holding his fist up above Anthony Smith, waiting to bring it down, but obviously wanting the ref to stop in.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I did see that. I did see that.
He dropped him, holding his fist up, going, "Ref, come on, don't make me do it." His Muay Thai is just so clean.
Saved him some brain damage there.
That's one to show to the mums that cry and complain about it.
Yeah, look, see, he's all right.
Yeah.
But then for every one of them, you get Francis Ngannou, who just killed Alistair Overeem, trying to keep swinging at him when he's out. So, look, big things for Khalil Roundtree Jr. next. He's now ranked, I want to say 7th, 6th. I think that's where Anthony Smith was. So, I suppose the only thing is you've got to keep him away from wrestlers, otherwise he just gets wrestled. You need to keep him away from wrestlers. So give him like a Yuri Prochaska or a...
give him Alex Pereira.
Give him Jesus. I think that's another level.
Leading to the walls.
Yeah, your Muay Thai might be nice, but you're not Alex Pereira nice. So.
That was Alex Smith. He's fallen off, eh?
Anthony Smith.
Anthony Smith.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's he's got a good commentating gig as well for the UFC half the time now as well, or like an analyst thing. He does very well there.
Yeah.
But then you had the main event, which was Song Yadong against Chris Gutierrez. Gutierrez stepping in on late-ish notice, but I'll tell you, it honestly seemed like Song, when we were watching it, he could have ended that fight whenever he wanted to if he wanted to keep it standing.
I remember it was was it round 4? There was 4 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah, of just ground control.
Yeah,
laying in his guard, just peppering him.
Ground.
And then,
would you like to see the ref stand that up more? Like, there wasn't a lot of progressing, but he was doing stuff.
We sound like such a casual when we say yes, but
4 minutes of a round is a lot.
And you weren't advancing position. We're really just, throwing little pot shots at him. I think, there should be a stand-up somewhere in there. But look, we'll see if that ever happens in the future. I suppose Dana probably would have us.
That's thing,
get the fuck up, you goof.
It's casual and everything else, but when you're not progressing anything, it's not even fun to watch.
Yeah.
Even if you're a jiu-jitsu or a, wrestling
Grappler or
friend.
something like that. Yeah. But guys, UFC talk next week's going to be big. The last numbered pay-per-view of the year, UFC 296.
Yep.
Brandon Royval versus Alexandra Pantoja, and then you've got Colby versus Leon and Wonderboy versus Shavkat. Good God, there's some great fights this Sunday.
Isn't Paddy fighting this weekend?
Paddy's fighting the corpse of Tony Ferguson.
And isn't Ian Gary as well?
Is Ian Gary fighting?
Yeah, he is. He is the cut.
Because there's a lot of
pumped.
Bit of hype about how much Colby's going to probably rip into him about his situation with Sean Strickland.
Okay,
and his
quick
missus.
one. Just a prediction on the main event. Who wins, Leon or Colby? James?
Leon.
Reckon Leon?
I
Brandon?
think Leon as well. I think Colby's been out of it for so long, man.
What about you, Dan? What do you think, sir?
Just because them two said Leon, I'm saying Leon.
I've got a horrible feeling that Colby Covington is going to walk forward and just grab a hold of him and wrestle him.
Yeah.
I honestly think he wins by cuddle.
By cuddle.
Yeah.
He just hasn't had that. He's not active at all.
Dude, I know he's not active at all, but
it's like
being active doesn't mean you can't wrestle still.
Yeah.
So it's a bit.
Imagine the world where we have Sean Strickland, Colby Covington, and Sugar Sean O'Malley as
Good God.
three of
Red, white, and
UFC. Yeah, Jesus.
All right. Well,
I might have to watch it totally legally
Totally
On the
legally.
weekend.
Yep.
Dana.
Come at me, Dana. Dan, listener question for you for last week, mate.
Ooh.
Because you weren't here, and I mean, I wasn't here last week, and it was the week before. But if you had to swap lives with anyone on the panel here, who would it be, and why?
Look, mate, I've had my answer for this since last week editing last week's podcast. I'm gonna go with Brandon
Oh,
because we basically like all the same shit. So my life wouldn't change except for having a job and being 5 foot even.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yes, sir.
I was going to say you can't mention the no job having part, but then you hit him with the
5 foot
height
even.
so you got him there.
Well,
Okay, fair enough.
It's
it,
good
nice
that
and
someone
simple?
finally wants to beat me. Oh, God.
So that's it, nice and simple, is it?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's
easy.
Well, big thank you to Kyle for that one. As always, Kyle.
There you go, Kyle.
Before we
your
get into
question got
this,
2 weeks in a
we've
row.
got a lot of listener questions here. I think everyone sort of saw the success of Brad's first and only listener question, and everyone's trying to pick up their game. We've got some
That's right.
we've got some good ones
And,
here.
after that one, Brad's one and done. He hasn't put another question in. I don't think he can.
He probably didn't even listen to
higher.
the response to it.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking-
Yeah, probably one of the only people that the TikTok missed.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a great question. Kyle's fucking been coming in with some absolute dollars the last.
Yeah.
Now, this one's from Kyle. So it goes, boys, would you rather play for your childhood club for $5,000 a week or for their rivals for $100,000 a week? Dan.
Look, 100K is a lot of money, but fuck red and white, as in the East Campbelltown Eagles.
I almost saw this as the team that you supported as a kid.
Which
Yeah,
one?
look,
Oh.
take it as either way. But
I mean, it says childhood
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
okay, well then you take it how you want. We'll
Yeah, that's
take-
how I took it.
Okay, go on.
I'd rather play for the Warriors for 5K a week.
I think you're a fucking retard.
I don't give a fuck.
Brandon, how about you, mate?
I took it the same way as Dan, and I would play for the Eagles. I would earn my 100K a week. By the end of the year, I would then buy East Campbelltown Eagles, fold the club, and then there is only the Warriors. So that's my plan. But I don't know.
Well played. How about you, James?
So I saw this like your childhood club is the team that you support as a child.
I agree.
So like when you ask a NRL player their childhood club, they're talking about the team that they used to support before they started playing.
True.
So I'll be taking my 100K. I'll be going to Penrith and winning comps galore.
Or 100K.
100K a week to win comps galore. Yes, please.
Fair enough. Geez, who's the Tigers' biggest? It'd be Para, right?
Para or Penrith?
Para. I wouldn't think Penrith. I'd say
Yeah, I
more
feel
Para.
like it's Para because we play like we have that Easter Monday every
Yeah.
time.
Now,
That's like
5K a week-
Parramatta's problem.
Yeah.
I've got the Manly and Bulldogs as
Yeah.
well. It's like
yeah, exactly. Look, 5K a week to play for the Tigers or 100K to play for the Parramatta. There's not a man alive who would take the cheaper pay packet or their loved club. You're not taking an extra 95K a week to play for your rival. You're a dope.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to play for the Sharks. Fuck that.
Well, that's what I'm getting at here as well. I'll
We play
play.
play against each other.
I'm going to play with Nico Hines.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the 5K.
well, again, you guys have choices. It's either against each other or you got
Yeah.
Souths and Manly.
Yeah, true.
So you either make the right choice like James and myself or you make the wrong one.
Cash is king, boys.
That's
Cash
right.
is king.
That's right, because when these guys are playing in their 40s and then they start becoming bricklayers because they're earning $5,000 a week, me and this bloke here, we're divvying up our millions and traveling to Bora Bora every fortnight.
I'm only playing in the NRL for about 3 years on that contract before I ship off to France and I start playing for baguettes.
Who touched my baguette?
But look, that's a great listener's question from Kyle.
Very mixed answers there.
Okay, so this one here is coming at us from Maddie C. And Maddie C is asking, what is the funniest moment you have witnessed whilst out on the drink? I don't know if a lot of what we've witnessed can be said.
Yeah, I'm going to need some time to think of a podcast story.
Brandon, do you have anything, mate?
I do. There's obviously probably a lot of funny stories you can't tell, as you said. and some that I will not tell because I don't want to repeat them. But my one, I'm thinking back to like a festival. Like there was a funny moment after a festival. Everyone's obviously pissed as a newt, and some guy has jungle juice. And for listeners who don't know what jungle juice is, you smell it and it gives you a bit of a. Or it also can loosen your asshole. So
you fags out there.
Each to their own. But some blokes offering it around to people. He offered to me. I did not sniff it. But then he offers it to some other guy who's absolutely hammered, and the guy just grabs it, skulls the whole thing, downs it, right? And then after that, 1 second later, to the bushes, throwing his guts up. He could not. I don't think you're supposed to drink that stuff, but I'm guessing after it, his asshole is like this. But that was
Ready.
off the top of my head. I think that's pretty good story. Yeah.
God.
Anyone else?
That's a good one. Dan, do you have yours, mate?
I ain't got anything.
You don't?
Honestly.
Oh,
This part can't be on the. I've got the most fucked one of James, but it cannot be said.
I've got one that's probably on the same night. If we're thinking my birthday in when we were still in England.
Oh, dude, I was thinking when we were in I was thinking Santa pub crawl when Oaks thought it was fun.
Oh yeah. Can't say that. I'll start off with one that happened to me because I can only imagine how funny it would have been to everyone else.
Sure.
Is it podcast safe?
Yeah, it's podcast safe.
Okay.
The rest of what happened after the story, Lucas will know later, wasn't too safe.
Not very.
Anyway, birthday England on a Kentucky, doing Kentucky stuff. Hooking up with two birds out the front. This is a new too many tequila shots. I trip. And I've dragged two birds down with me. My head hits a cab wheel, gives myself a slight concussion. The girls, I hope they were fine. Yeah, I can only imagine that would have had to be the funniest thing. Just witness to everyone on that sidewalk.
Only James could do that.
Yeah, and Lucas knows how stupid and funny the rest of that night.
I do. Well, mine actually happens to be from that same night, and me and Farlow weren't actually feeling too well. We were in England, and we went home at probably about midnight, 1 a.m. And me and Farlow were rooming together, and we're laying in bed, and I've fallen asleep. And a couple of hours later, I get awoken to this knock at the door. Farlow, in classic lazy fashion, just refuses to get up. So I walk over to the door, I open the door, and in the opposite doorway, facing the other person's door, face up against it, is James. I'm like, James, mate, what are you doing?
It's so close.
So he was close. He didn't know which room he was in. He didn't know which room. He's turned around and he says, "Fight me." And I'm like, "What do you fight you? What do you mean?" He goes, "Fight me right now." I'm like, James, no, mate, come to bed. I'm not fighting you. We've got to leave in like 3 hours. We've got to be on a bus to go to France, to get to the docks and across to France. He refuses for a good half an hour to move anywhere unless I fight him. So I close the door. I come back out 10 minutes later, and now he's facing our door. Constantly trying to drag him in, trying to keep him calm, have a drink of water. He refuses, says he wants to fight me. Then he says, "No, I'm okay. He says he needs to go to the toilet. And we said, "Just close the door, mate. Don't need to lock it. We need to make sure that you wake up in 2 hours to come." He goes, "No problem." He closes the door, quick, straight away, just locks it instantly. We're banging on the door. James, open up. Haven't you? Well, this happened. James, we're knocking on the door. James, open up. Seriously, mate. He's passed out. Probably just sitting there on the toilet, just asleep, right? Me and Farlow, we decide, and Oaksy, we decide, fuck it, we're going back to bed. We go back to bed. We wake up when our alarms go off to go. You're still locked in there. We got so mad at you. I think it was me and Oaksy got so mad at you that we kept trying to wake you up to go. We're all packed. Our stuff's down there. We just said, fuck it, we're going. And we left you.
Yeah.
I think Farlow must have persisted. And then everyone is on the bus. Everyone's on the bus ready to go. The lady's doing a head check on everyone, and James stumbles on.
Still pissed.
Still pissed. Proper mute. Fell asleep minutes later. but he stumbled on, and the whole Kentucky bus of about 40 people was giving him a round of applause, mate, because he looks like he'd had a big one. Yeah, that's my
That
favourite.
was like a hell of a birthday.
Yeah, mate,
It was actually my birthday eve. That's even the funny
yeah,
part.
that was, wasn't it?
I can think of a now that I've like had a moment to
Here we go.
think. I can think of a funny
Not
story.
another me story, please.
No. It wasn't of the night out. It was the morning after.
All right.
It was on actually the person who's asked this question's bucks.
Ooh.
It's a safe podcast.
Good old Matty C.
Natty Z.
The morning we went to paintball,
Hey.
and he's sitting in the back of the bus, absolutely hungover as fuck, trying not to fall asleep when he wanted to go play paintball.
Yep.
At what ungodly hour of the morning was it? Like 9 o'clock or some shit? After we'd all just fucking been out of the drink.
Yeah.
We had
He'd been out till like 5 o'clock.
we had to drive all the way back to where we came from. Like, we're back to our hometown to go to paintball, then to come back.
Yeah.
So Matty C sitting there in the back of the bus, just fucking like hanging on for dear life, trying not to throw up and fall asleep. And Lucas over there next to him is just like poking him, saying, "You wanted this, you fuck! Like you better not fall asleep."
What shit me the most was that when we were trying to sleep at a decent time, he refused to let anyone sleep.
When he invited those fucking randos back to the house.
Yeah. So fuck you, Matty.
And then as soon as we get off the bus, he runs over to a bush and fucking throws up.
Remember,
Fuck you, Matty C.
well, obviously getting sidetracked, but remember the bus driver reversed into the fence?
Dude, yeah, we're going, mate. Stop.
Whoa.
Fucking stop.
Whoa, big fella.
Good
I
God.
hope
Yeah.
that-
that
boss
Matty
carrot.
sees it's the questions from us was what do you hope for? Like, it
Yeah.
just got turned back on him.
100%.
Ah.
Fuck you.
Guys, another great one from Kyle Haywood. Best memory of high school. You guys have a best memory of high school?
Leave him.
Leaving.
Leaving? Is that your best memory, Dan?
Yes.
There you go.
I fucking hated
Go
high
and
school.
play in
James?
AFL, having a great day, and then coming back and finding out that people were searching for me all day to do an interview with Channel 7. I was like, huh.
There you go. Brandon, what about you, mate?
I'm pretty much the same as Dan. I remember a memory that there was a chick that thought I was the football guy. She came up to me and asked me, "Are you the guy who can like kick it over people and regather it and that sort of stuff?" I'm like, yes.
That chick is now a bloke.
that play football.
Yes, that me.
Yes, I can play football.
Yeah, right. Best memory of high school. Dude, seriously, my one's... You remember the last day and where the entire school gave us like a guard of honor where we walked out?
Sort of. I was was that the day that we came back and did the graduation?
Oh,
Or
dude, I can't remember. All I remember is that we started in the library and then we walked down the ramp and the entirety of the school was
Yeah.
like there.
Yeah.
And they were, you know, like from year
So
7 to
awkward.
year 11. Yeah, mate, you reckon that was... Oh, dude, I loved it. I thought that was fucking awesome. One, we were leaving. That was it. And, oh, yeah, pretty much that. But, yeah, I thought it was a fucking great memory, that one.
it shows how much I cared about it. I
Yeah,
don't
there you go.
remember.
There you go. I gave you a good one, Kyle. These blokes. Actually, you know what? Walking around the school with old Kyle and Stevan as well, mate. That was always good every lunchtime.
What
But
about handball every
handball,
oh man, that
ball.
was good stuff.
Handball every
a
lunch
class
and
of SLR where the kids 2 years younger than us, they had some good footy players and we're playing tag. They were beating us. We just sort of got a bit pissed off and started taking it serious. Then we beat them that bad, we got detention.
Mr. Clark, fuck that bloke. Mr. Clark, if you're listening, get fucked. He's a principal now. I think he is, or like deputy or something. Yeah, but that was a good one. Last listener's question for the week. I'm loving them, guys. Keep them rolling in.
Yeah.
Matty C has asked, if the couch commentators were in a horror movie, who would be the first killed and who would survive?
Can I answer this first?
Because I think
We
we
all
have,
know I'm the first one dead. Because I'd be too slow.
the second I read that, I said, I run faster than Dan. I think I'll be okay.
How dark am I allowed to get on this podcast?
Were you going to set traps for us and while you run away?
No, I'll finish myself before they get to me.
Jesus.
Or I will be the killer.
Yeah, look. Depends what they're chasing us with.
Yeah.
You know, if they're with a knife,
Back yourself.
Yeah, seriously.
I've watched enough movies. Like,
Yeah.
That was where I was gonna go. I was gonna pick myself for. I'll just turn around and be like, "Come on, bro, let's."
Mate, you don't want to see what happens when I see red and get mad.
I'm from Campbelltown, bro. I've dealt
And then
with many
if
and
I
all.
get red like Dana White, you better not be there.
Yeah, GoofCon fucking won.
I don't know if you guys agree with me. Who would survive if you give this man an axe? Right, he's just gonna
I got the accent. I'm just like, oh, you think you're safe running over there? Pew!
Yeah, if he's the killer,
Mr.
none of
Clutch.
us is safe because he could just absolutely. You know what? If we were in front of him, he'd be fucked. If we were slightly to the left,
And up a staircase on my left. Oh my god!
yeah, we're
put a
prob-
number
we're
7 on
Fucksville.
our backs and we're done.
Proper Fucksville. Yeah.
Oh, it happens to be the last round. Clutch.
I think if Lucas was the killer and we're on a golf course, you just have to look out for flying golf clubs.
That's usually the case for me. Yeah.
like the Simpsons when they do the joke on the Terminator and he's running with the car.
I can't. He's in a Geo. Classic Simpsons. God. Well, we'll move on then, guys. Bit of horse racing. A couple of little things here and there. Obviously, guys, Zaki on Saturday. Look, one of was it a jockey or a trainer? One of them said that J-Mac got the ride wrong on Zaki, saying that the inside run where he eventually took and went to the lead on the fence was about 1.5 lengths slower than being about 3 to 4 wide where Dom to shoot came from.
Was that hindsight though? Or
Look, yes, it was hindsight. Well, was it hindsight or
was it happening throughout the day? That's
the thing is, I don't know if J-Mac had another ride that day.
Yeah,
I think
that's
he
a
was
good
one and
point.
done on J-Mac. Oh no, Zaki. So
Yeah.
if he didn't have any rides other than Zaki, how was he to know?
Because wasn't he off to fucking
Hong Kong the next
Yeah.
that night. Yeah.
yeah? So he wouldn't have been racing March.
Yeah. So unfortunately, guys, Zaki went down there. As we said earlier in the podcast, it goes to show that old age is undefeated unless you're LeBron James. Now Damien Oliver, guys, his last run will be on Saturday in Ascot, and he'll be running in one of the races on that day is the Damien Oliver Gold Rush. He's on Munamek, barrier 17. I think no matter what, don't care what it's paying, that will be an omen bet for me, is to back Damien Oliver in that race. A fantastic career with about 128 Group 1 wins to his name. So solidifying himself as currently the greatest of all time of Australian jockeys. What a career. Can't wait to
Absolute
see
weapon.
what he does after racing, whether that be a horse trainer, media, whatnot.
Tell you
It'll
what,
be
he
great.
might actually put on 5 to 10 kilos and relax for a little while.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That could be the case. That was Saturday, guys. Sunday, for those of you that watched the live stream, we were here on the Hong Kong International Race Day, and my God, we were blessed with, of the 4 big races. Every one was fantastic. You had the French Raider win the first race, whose name is skipping my mind at the moment, but it won the Hong Kong Vase. You had the highest rated sprinter in the world, Lucky Swain S, win the Hong Kong Sprint. You then had Golden 60 returning as an 8-year-old after over 220 days off from the widest barrier, truck up 3 wide and put 4 lengths on a fantastic Group 1 field in the space of about 10 strides.
Dominance.
It was ridiculous.
Crazy.
Ridiculous. Like what more can you say about Golden 60?
Shout out Vincent.
Vincent Ho, Francis Liu. I was listening to RSN Racing Pulse, another podcast. Greg Carpenter, who is working in Hong Kong for the Hong Kong Jockey Club now, was Victoria's handicapper for years. He's worked in racing administration for 42 years. He's the one that gave incentivized extra weight Melbourne Cup. But I'll leave that. So Michael Felgate on the Racing Pulse said, who do you think was the better horse, Winx or Golden 60? Obviously, he's been in both jurisdictions, and this guy said Golden 60 is the most perfect racehorse he's ever seen.
Wow.
He's seen Black Caviar, he's seen Winx, he's seen Kingston Down. He said that Golden 60 is the most perfect athlete. Well, it has had a couple of losses. It's had 3 losses, 30 starts, 27 wins, a couple of seconds in the third.
What was Winks after its first race?
Well, I think Winks ended up with a record of about 45 starts for 37.
And how many of them were in a row?
That's like, I think it was only the first couple of races that lost.
I'll have a quick gander, Rudy. So 43 starts, 37 wins.
Okay, yep.
Yep. So she won her last 33 races in a row.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. So he said over 1,600 meters. He reckons that Golden 60 have her, but anything past that would be all Winks. But yeah, God. So Golden 60 apparently has 2 runs left in him. The Stewards Cup, which will be at the end of January. And then at the end of April will be the Champions Mile. So hopefully we can come here on a Sunday and do some live reactions to the King of Hong Kong, their greatest ever racehorse.
Sounds good.
And guys, the Cox Plate winner, Romantic Warrior, going back and winning the Hong Kong Cup. J-Mac lifting him over the line the last couple of strides. What more can you say?
Making a habit of that.
Well, he could have done it for Zaki, but someone's Leachy's lock got a miss. But no, what a run, what a ride. Romantic Warrior. Wow.
Looked like it was going to get done.
Yeah. Well, I thought Luxembourg that came at him, he looked gone on the turn.
Yeah.
He looked gone. And it just kept coming. But J-Mac, you know what? I know jockeys might say things at different times and whatnot, but J-Mac last year said Animo, tough as guts, you know, he's the toughest he's ridden. He said on Sunday, he said Romantic Warrior is the toughest horse he's ever ridden. You know, would put his neck out, you know, he wants to win, he wants to be in the front, but to come to the Cox Plate and then go back and do 2 weeks quarantine and then run in the Hong Kong Cup and win, fantastic.
Yeah, it's not an ideal prep, is it?
Fuck no, dude. Fuck no. But
it gets a great field, obviously.
So and then guys, not much happening this weekend. You've got the Gold Rush, Damien Oliver Gold Rush in Ascot, and other than that, just a lot of benchmark races. So horse racing, that'll be it for now.
Yeah, well, responsibly.
NRL talk. This will be interesting.
It's middle of December and we still have NRL talk.
There's always something, mate.
Yeah.
But to the rejoice of me and many West Tigers fans around the country, the the West Tigers board has been completely swept and cleaned out. Lee Hadjipantelis and his stupid fucking fedora and Justin Pascoe have been sacked and removed. Guys, on behalf of West Tigers fans, I can tell you this is probably the greatest. Yesterday was probably the greatest day since 2005 in the club's history. That's not a piss take. This is something that means a lot to all the fans, and hopefully this can lead us forward and
wooden spoon
onto some finals. Shut your stupid fucking mouth, Dan.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not exactly sure how long these guys have been in charge, but they've been in charge for a while. What's it been? 12 years since your last finals or so? 13. Either way,
12.
Still a big number. You've only, even throughout your whole club's history, you've made the finals 4 times. Like, obviously,
we've only been around since
that's 24 years.
2000 or 99?
2000.
24 years, 4 times being in the finals. Not a great record.
Yeah, but I suppose we've won a premiership and you've not.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I mean. There's been problems,
there's always been something.
Yeah,
there's always been something.
You've had that one great year and everything seemed to align. But other than that, there seem to have been issues, and hopefully this time you just get the right people in.
Yeah.
Like, Melbourne have been around one more year than the Tigers have, and look at their record.
Yeah.
There's always been a massive divide in the club as well. So hopefully this can bring...
Well, hopefully we stop acting as a fucking, 2 separate benches and
That's it, yeah.
We're West Tigers, mate. We're Balmain and we are
Half
Magpies.
of your board has always been half-half, and it's always been like, we think it's better for the Balmain side. We think it's and there's always a big clash of who.
You're almost better off going to Western Australia, finding some AFL fans that have no fucking clue even where Leichhardt or Campbelltown is, and saying, "Hey guys, run our club."
So you're saying move West Tigers to Western Australia?
Yes.
And you can keep them as the West Tigers.
That's big coming from the Sharks, and they've got no
Hey.
What
fans.
are we up to? 42. I think I said it like the first episode. So first episode I was on.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, on behalf of Tigers fans, onwards and upwards, gentlemen. But you guys see the 4 NRL players that they sent to Vegas this week?
Yeah, you'd imagine like each club has sent a player, like not the NRL.
But they
picking
not have
players.
picked better players.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm
Like
thinking.
the Rabbitohs were the only ones that went, "I would pick one of our guns."
Yeah, we give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, of all people, like fucking Manly send Woodsy.
Aaron Woods.
Like, what the fuck?
He's got personality.
Gerbo.
He said Gerbo.
But to be fair, right, sending Woodsy, he's a media personality with his
Yeah.
stuff with Triple M,
Triple M, yeah, I suppose.
and well spoken, not going to get himself into trouble. I can understand Woodsy.
I think the
Walters-
4 captains would have been cool.
Walters is the nepotism. Like we all made
Daddy.
we all made the joke beforehand about like, yeah, he's only playing because his dad's the coach. He played pretty well this year. Like they made a grand final. Then I got to send a player over to
Represent our club.
represent our club. Go over to Las Vegas. Hey, son, do you want a free trip to the to Vegas?
Yeah, that's pretty much how that went. And then you got Spencer.
I've got no
Roos-
clue why, out of an illustrious club like the Roosters with so many big stars, they picked a guy that only has just come to the club and that I've never heard spoke.
So tell us about the Roosters. Oh yeah, I only just joined. I don't know anything about the club at all.
Maybe instead of the yacht that old mate gives him, he gave him a free trip to Vegas.
Maybe.
What's his name?
Answer.
No,
Nicky Politis.
Uncle Nick.
Nicky
Politis,
Politis.
Nicky P. Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
no.
yeah. That's.
I reckon they should have at least brought one, like the captains, surely, like to represent your club. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels weird. Like imagine a Tedesco over there or a Reynolds, mate. Like,
Cherry Evans.
and you could play their highlights packages, right? And people would be like, "Oh, these guys are pretty good." These guys' highlight packages, mate. Woody's running backwards.
Anyone
He's
that
turned his
has,
back to the line.
the only one that has a highlights package is Campbell Graham.
That's the other thing. Like Roosters have some of the greatest gifted, like naturally gifted athletes. Then a Daniel Tupou that's fucking 3 meters tall, or a Suoliti that's 8, now 19 or whatever, and yeah, built to the shit house
Going
and
to rugby
super
union
tall.
next year.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah,
They
true.
think it's the same sport.
Did you see any of the like actual interviews and that sort of stuff? They're trying to hype us up, being
Yeah.
like it's a collision, no pads, all this sort of stuff. But it's Aaron Wood saying this. Mate, he's
And
the
then,
only
they
collision
pull
he's
up
ever
his
did.
highlights, and he's turned backwards, and he's pedaling into the line.
Oh, he's getting smacked by Jason Taumalo.
Yeah, look, we do feel like they could have.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Guys, on to the signings news. Now, I don't feel like this is shocking to anyone, or it could be because they have heaps of money, or do they have any money? But the Bulldogs the Bulldogs pull out of the race to sign Fanua Blake, Adam Fanua Blake. I never thought they were going to sign him.
Me either. I thought
They
it
can't
was
afford him.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, them pulling out makes it supposedly a 2-horse race, but there might be a 3rd horse in the Sharks are looking at
Yeah, I've heard
potentially throwing their name in the ring. So
Oh, that's all right. You'd still find a way to choke in the comes final time.
I'd be happy with him.
Oh, you would be,
100%.
dude. Like, Joel Drake Society's a weapon.
And you wouldn't be super surprised if Finucane retired at the end of this year.
Yeah, so you get even more monies.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm hoping the Dragons get him because then, yeah, we need a good front rower that fucking
Look at that
goes
process.
forward.
And,
Yeah.
and a captain for the club next year when Ben Hunt leaves.
He came out, he said he's committed for this year.
For this
He's,
year, yeah.
he's committed for 2024.
Guys, the West Tigers sign Solomon Alaimola.
For a second, I was
Alaimalo.
like, who the fuck is that? But
Alaimalo.
I did hear about this.
Well, let me tell you something. I got a phone call from Matty C last night, hyping him up, going, "How good's this?" I said, mate, who is he? He goes, "He's a young gun, mate." And I'm like, Matty, I guarantee he's not young. He goes, "Yeah, he's like 18 or 19." Like, mate, fucking Google him right now. And he goes, "Oh, he's 28." And I said, "Yes, mate. Yes."
Isn't he a
28.
fucking rugby union player?
It's hard to get excited as a Tigers fan
Yeah.
most of the time. But
Yeah.
What do they say? Super rugby flyer. I think
super rugby flyer.
Rookie of
he
the
won
year.
Rookie of the Year 12 years ago or something.
So he'll play reserve grade, might get a game or two.
Yeah, I see it as a junior Tupou, junior Tupou for the Tigers, where one game like against you guys at one time he smashes, but then every other game he's rocks and diamonds.
Yeah.
He could be rocks and diamonds.
That's
I'd love for him to get a chance in the wing and Nofaluma not after what the whole last week has been, but we'll see.
I reckon we should react to him. Get hyped like Matty C did.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should.
There's a player coming up that I definitely think we have to do a reaction for.
Yeah.
Corey Allen.
The Dragons have signed Corey Allen. Dan, give me your thoughts.
sorry. Let me just compose myself. Yeah.
That's about it.
I don't really care for him, eh?
But
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a great depth signing because you got
Yeah,
Sloan that's not working. You're going to try out Lomax. These are rumors.
At fullback, Lomax at fullback.
That's the rumor going around.
Right.
Yeah.
He won't have to flick past anyone, which is always good.
But then, if both of them don't work, Corey Allen's perfect to step in, finish the season until you make more plans.
I was thinking more of a winger, but
Well, he easily can play winger center.
Yeah.
Probably winger more than center. But the fact that he's won a State of Origin series at fullback, put some respect on the man's name.
Yeah, good
Rabbitohs
God.
didn't want him. Bulldogs
Good
didn't
God.
want him. Roosters didn't want him. But Dragons, he's going to be a superstar.
Dragons will take the sloppy fourths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that.
Now, you guys have really stitched me up here.
Oh, come on, I want to hear it.
We've all tried to say this name in the past. We can do this.
All right,
got this.
boys. So the Sydney Roosters have signed Mark Nawaqanitawase.
No. Use the G's. Nawanga Nitawase.
Nawaqanitawase? Yeah. How's that? Nawaqanitawase.
Like Wagga Blake.
Wanga Blake.
Yeah.
Oh, where's he?
Yeah.
So look, he was a Wallabies player, guys. Winger
One
for
of
the
their
Wallabies.
hottest talents.
One of their hottest talents has given the big this to Rugby Union Australia, the ARU, sorry.
I think he flips off Suoliti on his way out because they swap over at
They've
25.
done a proper straight swap there.
So, like, I think he's Waratahs as well. So it's
Izzy Tars as well.
Yeah,
How
so-
old is old mate Mark?
I want to say 21, 22.
Yeah.
I think he was
He'd be
part of the
young,
new
yeah.
generation that old mate Eddie Jones
Yeah, fucking
was
Eddie
harping on about.
Jones. But exciting, very exciting for them. As James said, it's almost like a, you're out, you're in sort of deal here. I suppose that's one of their wingers sort of for the next X amount of time, isn't it?
You reckon, Peter V'landys and Uncle Nick got together and were like, you know what, they're taking Suoliti. Maybe we just throw a bit of cash at the old market.
23 years old, so yeah, very young still.
Yeah, so still very young, yeah.
The Roosters are going to have two good wingers next year. Like this bloke, and then they got Dom Young as well.
Yeah,
Young.
and Tupou's still got a few years in him as well. So
He does.
yeah.
Tupou's like 37.
He's not that
I
old,
feel
is
like
he?
he is
I
anyway.
searched that. I'll quickly search up Tupou. You guys can keep talking.
Yeah. Well, guys, is that all we're going to talk about? Nawaqanitawase for?
Would you do a deal where you just give it early, like give them both early,
that'll
swap
happen,
them?
Yeah.
And like speed's never been his like strong point. So
Yeah.
as long as his body's fit, I think he'll still be good because he's still going to be able to jump high.
I'm
He doesn't
pretty
have
sure,
to jump to catch the ball. He's already 3 meters tall.
Yeah, he's really taller than everybody else, so.
I'm pretty sure he's like the last remaining player of when they versed the Dragons back in 2010
Yeah.
in the grand final.
Jesus.
But yeah, as I was saying, would you do it an early deal, just to like, you're going there, you're going there, may as well just do it this year, mate.
Yeah.
100%.
I heard this on a different podcast, but it was a good point. The Roosters have to be thinking we can win a comp next year, right? They've got the squad. Like they should have been up there this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're definitely a better team. With Suoliti that's played rugby league all these years, shown what he can do, than a unknown prospect, however talented he is. Because like his defense might need work and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
All right, I like it. I like it.
And their halves need to stay fit.
Yeah, I suppose
And play
all
good
it takes is
football
one
for a
little
full
head
year.
knock.
Yeah,
Rather
they have
than
to win
6
games
weeks.
and win the comp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Score tries.
6 weeks at the end
Team
of
that
the year.
wins games win comp. Who knew?
Penrith's secrets unlocked on the Couch Commentators podcast.
All right, guys. So for the Couch Commentators best bets this week, Lucas, am going to Ascot. We're going to race 4, number 7, Super Pink. The Daniel Morton trained galloper. one of the outstanding 3-year-olds in WA with Craig Williams aboard. So once again, that is Starstruck Classic Race 4, number 7, Super Smith. James?
We're going to Randwick, race 6. We are jumping on the number 10, Boston Rocks. Do I have a lot to say about it? No, I've just sort of found it today. So, but look, need a winner, paying $3.20.
Form Guide Guru. Brandon.
Okay, I'm off to Gawler this week.
Oh,
so,
jeez. Bottom of the barrel.
I've backed Zaki, didn't get the win. Before that, I did get a win on another favourite, but this time I'm going to my black book. A couple of Leachy's locks a go. I'm going Jacks on Ice. It's had a good trial. Got a first. It's come back in class from a benchmark, I think 80 or 82, back down to a benchmark 74. So I think it's a good horse, and I think it'll win. It's at Gawler, race number 8, number 2, Jacks on Ice, paying $6.50. Gamble responsibly, obviously.
You beauty, Jackson Ice. Dan.
Right, this week I'm going to Caulfield, race 9, number 10, Beretta. Well, I think before rest it had 3 wins in a row, so I'm hoping it can continue that form. Don't have a form guide on me right now to tell how much it's paying, but
13s, mate. 13s.
$13. Yep,
That's healthy. That's a healthy amount.
That's healthy. I think,
And it's a first up specialist too, mate. So we could be on here, Dan.
I think in the horse racing multi, I might put a place on it.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
I'd definitely be going for the win for my Dan's decision.
There you go.
Gamble
nice.
responsibly.
Beautiful, boys. Guys, anything else to add this week?
Another great podcast.
Yeah, just
A
a
great
man.
long one,
One of the
mate.
best.
Long one this time.
Look forward to being TikTok famous for the the foreseeable future.
Absolutely.
Not get the fame go to our heads, boys.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, good stuff, guys. Make sure listeners' questions, send them in. We're happy to read them out and do them. It's always a great laugh. But, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all our social media pages and platforms. And we will see you next week.
Bye.